Hello, Christ of the Nations Church family and friends, or maybe you have been following us since the quarantine and been watching the services live. I've wanted to give an update like this for a little while, and so now we are going to be doing in-person services starting this Sunday, May 17th at 10 o'clock. Now, you may have watched some of the videos at the end of the services we did online where we said we would possibly do 9:15 and 10:45. We believe we can do in-person services with one Sunday morning and one Sunday night, and we can fit everybody. I want to read a couple of things here that were written by our governor or told about some things he did concerning executive orders and things like that and our right to meet again. And so I'm going to read some things and give some clarification of how we're going to do service when we get back together. And then also, as I start to go through this, there is no pressure for anybody to come, but I know there are so many people that are wanting to get back together. So let me go ahead and start going over some different things. Governor Ducey signed an executive order. Now, this was a little bit back where he ordered, this order prevents Arizonans from leaving their residence except for food, medicine, and other essential activities. Well, we know some of those essential activities, we're getting exercise. So if you live like where I do, toward an outlying area, you see parked cars in the droves out there, people going to hike and do different things like that. But there are other essential activities that are being opened up, you could say. Those activities include engaging in constitutionally protected activities such as speech and religion, conducted in a manner that provides appropriate physical distancing in the extent feasible, or in other words, as it's possible. If you've got a single door going into a building, it's hard to separate people at that point. But where it is feasible, they would like people to follow some guidelines like social distancing. And so to follow the guidelines, we are suggesting that people be aware. If you've got underlying illnesses and you don't feel comfortable coming, then you can continue watching online. We don't want to put any pressure on people. But if you, no matter your age or whatever, if you choose to come of your own election, then you're more than welcome to come. But if you prefer to come and maybe you don't want to be around a bigger crowd, we are going to open up the youth room to maybe seniors, people like that who say, I want to be here, I want to participate, but maybe I don't want to be in the main sanctuary. It will be open for you. It will be on closed circuit TV. There will be distancing with the seating. Also, if you have children, we're going to open up the children's classroom, which I will talk about in a minute. Also, the CDC asks that anybody who has flu-like symptoms, please don't come if you don't, if you are experiencing any symptoms. It may be the regular flu, and we believe you can resist that, stand against it, and the same thing with the coronavirus. But they just ask, please don't come, and get into public, quarantine yourself until you're feeling better or do whatever that you need to do. And so we will be opening, but there will be no kids stuff, meaning no nursery, no pre-K, none of that will occur all the way up through 6th grade, and then we will let you know also when the youth will start back up. But because of that, we understand kids can be maybe make some noise. We don't have a problem with the kids being in the sanctuary with you. We're going to shorten the service down to about an hour, knowing that there are going to be kids. I have talked to a number of people who do have kids, they want to bring them. I'm for them coming. If you have toddlers or nursery age kids and want to bring them into the sanctuary, fine. If you need to change them, those classrooms will be open, and there are changing tables in there where you'll be able to do that. We do have the main children's room where we will be running a live feed in there too. So maybe you don't want to go into the sanctuary and bring your kids in here, you can then take them and be in the children's classroom, and there will be some tables set up and with chairs, and then some areas with just chairs. If you don't want a table, so you can bring coloring books if you want for your kids or different things like that. Hot Wheels or dolls, things like that. I did jokingly tell some parents, I said, tell the kids that the car is a Tesla, because you know how kids can make noises and go rum rum, but a Tesla, being electric, makes no noise. But either way, we want the kids to come if you want to bring them. One thing is for sure, the presence of God is here. I believe He manifests in your home too. But the presence of God is here and the power of God is here. And them being in that atmosphere, kids' hearts are so open to the Lord, they will experience God just by coming. So we look forward to having them if you want them to come. Now, we are going to ask that people social distance. So whether you're in the youth room, in the main children's room, or in the sanctuary, we're asking people to sit 6 feet apart. Now, that's not every individual, but that's family groups sitting 6 feet apart. And so you will notice that some of the chairs or rows of the chairs will be marked off so that it would keep people sitting 6 feet apart front to back. Though we know that some extended family groups have been seeing each other during the quarantine. We recognize, because we've been talking about this as leaders to the church and been reaching some of the families and family groups. So there's groups of, 10 or 12 people that have been seeing each other through this whole quarantine. So we're okay with opening a small area so that those groups can sit together. They're already doing it outside of this place. So if you come and say, well, wait a minute, how come there's a chunk right there? Know this, that they have been they contacted us. There may be a brother and a sister who are both married and have children, and they've been together during the quarantine, and maybe their parents too, and so there might be 12 people. We're going to allow them to kind of take up a little space with distancing around them. That way they're not spread out if they wish, because they've been together. So just in case you come and wonder, why is there a chunk of people? It's because they're family and they have been seeing each other through the quarantine. We also ask that people honor other people. We don't know who's coming, who's going to be here for the first time, and go up and shake somebody's hand. We want to not do that. We want to give people their space. I mean, it's okay to talk or whatever, but to keep a little bit of distance, we would ask just to honor the spirit of the CDC guidelines. We are not going to be policing everybody, what people do, but we know we've got sharp people, good people who will respect others, and so we wanted to at least let you know to do that. We know people are going to be excited and happy to be back in the house of the Lord. And we know God's been doing great things while we've been apart, but it is something to be together. When the Lord appears, I guarantee you we're going to be so glad when He does. Anybody who's gone to heaven, there's great rejoicing when they get there. Well, just us joining back together is going to be a great time. So if you can control hugging people, that would be probably a good thing. Also, a couple of other things for instruction. We will have cleaning wipes by the exterior doors, by the bathrooms, and so each person will need to wipe down the handles they touch, whether in the bathroom, all the different handles of flushing the toilet or whatever, just for the guidelines, and then you can just throw it in the trash can when you're done once you're out of the bathroom. We just want to do that to honor the guidelines, but there are places around that have little stations to wipe things down. We will have greeters at the front door, but they won't be in the capacity at the doors at the front. They won't be at their normal capacity where they're greeting people and handing things or things like that, but they will be opening some of the doors so that you don't have to wipe down those handles and grab a hold of them. I do know God's bigger. We should be thinking God's in our midst, not germs are in our midst. But like I said, to honor the CDC guidelines, we'll be doing that. They'll be telling you where the things are, the information that you can pick up. And but like I did say, if you do touch the doors and we have wet wipes, or you feel like, I don't want to touch the door and you're going out, you can grab one and wipe it down on the way out. We are not demanding anybody wear a mask or anybody wear gloves or anything like that. If you want to, we have no problem with somebody doing that either. We believe this is going to be a great time, and if you're comfortable coming, we will be here with the doors open. And if you say, I think I might just wait, but I know there's a lot of people who are not wanting to, don't feel pressure. We will be online still doing the services Sunday morning live and Sunday night live for a little while. Once we've been going for a little while, we will not be doing Sunday night live, only Sunday morning. It will continue on. We will do prayer also live, only for a little bit, and then there will probably be some changes with that also, meaning our Tuesday and Friday prayer. So once again, 10 o'clock Sunday morning. So looking forward to seeing you guys, to be back together. And please reach out to different people, even though we're going to be emailing and putting videos like this out. If you're in a home group or know different people and have friends, let them know, hey, this is the Sunday we're coming back together, and we're going to be meeting together again in person. So looking forward to this. God is doing great things. We just finished our Sunday night service, so maybe some of you were watching online. People got healed. People got strengthened. People got blessed. I can't wait to have people back here to see God do great things in their life while they're here. And if you're saying, well, I would like to, but maybe not this week, then God will do something great in your life while you're watching. Want to say, look forward to seeing you. Have a great day or a great night whenever you're watching this. Bye.